All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It is 6:33. It is July 3rd. We got a holiday shortened day with good holiday right in front of us. You guys know the drill. Take a look at the disclosure before we start. All right. What's up? Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing this morning? Listen to a little Greatest Showman this morning, which I am not. I am not a showman at all. I am just a guy that gets up every day, tries to work on his process, his routine, execute with confidence, gets himself prepared. So this way, when you see the X's and O's, you could execute and make some money. Anyway, hopefully everyone's feeling well. It is July 3rd. It is Wednesday. Is it Wednesday? Yeah, it's Wednesday, the day before July 4th. I love July 4th. I like fireworks. Just don't set them off. Don't play with fireworks. Remember what happened to what's his face and his thumbs. Anyway, let me say a quick hello to some of my dogs around the world before we get to it. Let's see who's coming in. Yeah, it's just making the donuts. All right. Actually, I like this. I like this part. Hold on. Anyway, that was a good movie, right? What up, Nebraska? What up, Atlanta? What up, Hungary? What up, Austin? Good morning, Aberdeen, New Jersey. What up, Rhode Island? I feel like I heard the word Aberdeen, New Jersey when I used to take the train to Baltimore when my wife was doing her graduate work there. But anyway, we got Daniel Hoffman. Yep, Bitcoin just broke the daily pivot. I feel like a lot of people are losing money trying to play Bitcoin, trying to buy Bitcoin. I know I lost money trying to play the breakout from 71 to 73. And here we are in the lower end of the range. I feel like a lot of people losing money trying to figure out how they can make money with things that are not working. I like to stick with things that are working. I know I've heard a lot of people complaining, a lot of people saying, oh my God, the stock market, only has 12 stocks going up. Okay, well, if you actively trade for a living, if you get paid monthly and quarterly, it's our job to figure out which 12 of those stocks are going up that you want to be in, which we've been doing a pretty good job, and you focus there. Use your tier system. You look for great patterns. You follow the 21 day. And if you want to save for retirement and for kids' college, put monthly flows into an S&P fund. So what the hell do you care what's driving the S&P? But anyway, let's go to the chart. Yesterday, if you remember, we came in here. Everybody was all worried. The futures were down 20 handles. I'm like, hey, guys, are we going to hold 542.45 or not? And what did we do? We held 542.45. Hey, look at that. I know when I came in with some SPYs, I bought some SPYs during the course of the day. Then it took out 545.83 to show some power. And boom, all of a sudden, this upper channel that every bear in America was talking about breaking, held. So it was good to have levels. That's what all you have. You have levels and you have multiple plans. Look at the Qs. The Qs also, wow, it looks just like this. Now all of a sudden the Qs look like it's about to take out this upper area where it held 476. Look how it held higher yesterday. Took out 482. Boom. Okay. And the Qs and mega cap tech is what's working. Listen, I fall for it too a little bit because everyone's like, Red Dog, you need to play the energy sector. Red Dog, you need to play the small caps. Red Dog, you need to go with the friggin' equal weight SPYs. I'm like, how about Red Dog just plays his Apple, buys his Amazon, trades a breakout in Microsoft, looks for viable pullbacks in Google, finally finds a setup in Tesla that works. Why don't I stick with the strong stocks instead of looking for what's next to be the smartest guy in the room? I'm not the smartest guy in the room at all. I went to SUNY Albany. I paid my way through college by emceeing bar mitzvahs and weddings and coming home on the weekends, to do so. So that's why I get a little upset when they talk about college university bailouts. I almost died. One time I was president of my fraternity. We had a mixer on a Friday night. Okay, Friday night, true story. Had a mixer, was out having fun. I don't know, maybe got a little action that night. I had to wake up at 5 in the morning because I had to do 3 bar mitzvahs. So I drove home in the morning. I might have been a little drunk still, and my car flipped over. I landed upside down, and I friggin' crawled out of my car. My dad had to come get me. I had to call the job and say I couldn't be at the bar mitzvah. And P.S. I was going home to work to pay for college. Anyway, it's a true story. So what's been working? So what's not working? Or where did I lose a little bit of money? Look at the XLE. The XLE is literally, still stuck here. So do not be overly focused here. XLE's got to hold 90. Otherwise, it's going to fail just like it's been failing. Do not overfocus there. Do not overfocus on the small caps. Do not overfocus on the bios. I did buy some XBI calls. Okay, I did. But I'm not trading the XBI. I'm not like hyper focused there. I said, hey, if the XBI is going to get above 95 or 93, let me have some options. So I went out to July 12th. I'll probably lose on those. But anyway, Daniel Brockman says he did awesome at Amazon, Tesla, and Apple. There you go. All right. So yesterday, okay, everybody was really all upset and nervous that Amazon was going to break down. It was going to be a false breakout, and so was Apple. P.S. You could have bought all the Amazon you wanted. All the Amazon you wanted yesterday in the hole. Okay, what does this look like? This looks like a nice bull flag, doesn't it? Okay, where did it go to yesterday? 220.42. What did it break out above? Like this doesn't get more textbook than that. Everyone's complaining, but all of a sudden, what do you have here? You have a wake-up candle. Okay, wasn't quite ready there. Then this candle was like the candle that launched 1,000 ships. Well, anyway, that was Amazon. Boom, took it out. Gave you some follow through. Yes, traders need follow through to make a living. Then you had the Friday pullback to the 8-day to retest. And then yesterday, although Amazon was a little weak in the morning, I was buying a lot of Amazon. It was my fault. I had too much Amazon in the morning, so I was a little stressed. My fault, not Amazon's fault. And then I woke up and boom, 220.42. And now if you look at Amazon right now, here you are, 266. Can't be so upset about that if you trade actively for a living, can you? No. You have to be listening to the bozos on TV that have to come up with some kind of narrative to complain, to throw you off. Anyway, Apple also. Look at this. Look at that. Apple. Here was your 2-day move. Then it needed to come in and shake some people out. All of a sudden, started to get better. And then mechanically again on Friday, if you knew there was a sell imbalance, it didn't get you out of the way. And then look at that. Really strong yesterday. This has been great. I've been buying options. I've been buying the stock. My son, if you remember, Chase Redler, he's a rising sophomore. The first stock he bought during the pandemic was what? Apple. But anyway, so with that being said, I wouldn't be surprised if Apple takes out 220.20 today. It's down 50 cents. Not a big deal. Okay, needs to absorb a little bit. Chances are this stock's going to be 225 by next week or so. Anyway, Lilly, yes. What's his face? Biden came out and said that they have to lower their drug prices. So yesterday, Lilly was a buying opportunity. They shook it up a little bit. I did not overly focus there. I was too focused on Apple, on Amazon, and things that were a little bit easier for me to trade because those have been methodical. When you trade these stocks that are loose and wide, you can take a lot of brain power. And as I said before, Red Dog doesn't have that many brains for brain power. Now Lilly's back to 912, just like that. Isn't that cute? Anyway, Lilly's been awesome for a lot of you guys. To be honest, though, I'd rather see you guys go for a jog, go for a run, go for a swim, go for a bike ride, take a Peloton class, sweat, eat right versus taking a pill. But to each his own. Anyway, if you have to, for health reasons, take a pill. But I try not to. I was on 14 pills after my heart surgery. I'm down to 2. And then hopefully those 2 will be done in the next week. Anyway, Tesla, yes. Tesla finally gave everyone this really, really, really big money trade. And I missed this tail end of it. I am not coming in long Tesla. If you're coming in long Tesla, Dan Ives, came out again on it, raised the price target. It's a 240. Wow. Congratulations. This is when we were focusing on it. We drew this little inverted head and shoulders pattern right in here. I was buying a lot of options. One of my bigger trades in the last 3 to 6 months, and I'm not coming in long today. Am I upset? A little bit. Doesn't mean you need to short it, but if you are not long Tesla and you did not buy Tesla, here, or when it got through this 198, or on Friday when we talked about buying the pullback to have it on for deliveries, you shouldn't be buying it up here. But anyway, to each his own. There's a lot of consolidation, a lot of, let's see the weekly chart, like what's next here with Tesla. If you go back here, this was the red dog reversal at 259. And, this week, last time we looked at the weekly chart, we drew this right here. Look at that inflection point. We love inflection points in the stocks because that's where you have to take action. Now, opening up into here, I don't think you should be buying it here today. If you want to buy it here today, God bless you. Do whatever it is you want to do. I would not be buying it here today. Maybe you could get a cute little short, but again, at this point, if you took a nice chunk, all you need is a chunk, the meat and potatoes. You don't need the friggin' sauce or the whipped cream. You did well, and don't be upset about what you missed because you had a lot of opportunity. If you missed this whole move and you're a Tesla guy, then you should be a little upset with yourself because there were lots of signals, to do that. NVIDIA and the semis have not been the place to be this week. It was the place to be in the first and second quarter. It was my bread and butter. I actually am long a little NVIDIA. I've been trying. It just, there's a lot of sellers out there. It's not NVIDIA time. At this point, we'll see what happens today. It's opening down again. Does it go red to green? Maybe, held higher, so it gave you a low here and a higher low. It's just, it's consolidating a huge move. So if you've been spending time banging your head against the wall trying to just play NVIDIA, you missed really good moves elsewhere. So with that being said, we'll see what NVIDIA wants to do. What's NVIDIA doing this morning? NVIDIA is down $1.88. A little annoying, but it is what it is. NVIDIA gave you a really nice move, and a lot of people, got rid of their NVIDIA on this big reversal candle, and now it's just taking its time. It might want to see the 50-day. Maybe. Oxy's also, I'm long Oxy, and it's not doing anything worth, talking about. Oxy, I bought it on this day, this candle right here, sold some, bought some, sold some, and now I've been just sitting. It's doing a whole lot of nothing. It's down a whole 3 cents. But if you want to listen to all the experts on TV that are talking about how they're buying energy now, that energy is the next great sector because they're so smart, all right, maybe you could do that. For me, I'm a little annoyed that, I'm really not annoyed because I have a bunch of things on and, it's just one of them and it's just costing me a little bit of money. AMD is also a pain in the ass too. But it gave you a candle yesterday. If you're long those 162.5 calls or 165 calls, that was a nice candle yesterday. What's AMD doing this morning? It's up 20 cents. Yeah, it's just, AMD has been a choppy mess. Hasn't been where you wanted to have your energy either. But I guess you could say it woke up a little bit and perhaps it could continue. That's fine. AVGO looks like it turned the corner a little bit. We've been talking about being long versus 1564. It still has to split. It's turning up. So maybe there's a bunch of, action here or space there. It's now back above the 8-day. Let's see what AVGO is doing this morning. It's up $8, 1665. There you go. Made a little bit of money there. SMCI finally got a little bit better also. What up, Milan? Mobileye? I got stopped out again. Stock sucks. So many people talking about this on Twitter. Mr. Banana, whoever he is. You did have a move. It should never have came all the way back to here if this was going to be any good. If this was going to continue and get into this gap, it should have went here, should have held there and went again. Instead, it's just, I don't know. If you're in it, put your stop right here at 25 and change. It's fine. What up, Melamber? We miss you. Don't understand why you didn't come back, but it's up to you. To each their own. Anyway, I am in a little bit of this CLSK. This was my way of playing some Bitcoin, and it's still in this range, and it is what it is. So, this is a big support. This will be my stop. If it doesn't hold it, I'll be out. Not a big deal. Bitcoin, if you look at Bitcoin, it really is just not the Bitcoin of the first quarter. The first quarter there was follow through, there was upside, there was there was momentum, and now it just made a lower high. It got above this little spot, broke back below 62. Now it seems as if you better be careful here. This is this turned into like an H cell setup into the 21 day. Now, if this were to break, this range could break below. So if you accumulate Bitcoin for, the long term and you're an asset allocator, you're fine. But if you trade it actively for a living, it's been really hard. This is when it broke all the moving averages. Looked like it's going to continue off of this, and now it just turned lower. So anyway, it's not something special. Palantir is doing better. That's true. Palantir, to me, this is a little trickier up here. I know a lot of people were talking about how Kathy Wood sold some Tesla into this move and has been buying Palantir. All right, let's see where's Palantir this morning. It's up 17 cents at 26. Yeah, this was probably the spot to be in, Palantir, and then it's kind of been trending up. If this is something that you trade, all right, great. Oh, you know what did work yesterday? That was really good. I got to give it to Blair or someone on the VTF. Reddit. Reddit, for me, I haven't traded this since it came public. I posted this chart yesterday. We were buying what calls did we have on here? We had the 67s, and this wound up being a big winner yesterday. What a nice move. So, Reddit, congratulations. A lot of people do find value on the Reddit boards. I'm not personally on the Reddit boards, but anyway, there you go. It's 73 and change, probably is above that. I bought some Robinhood calls just to have. Robinhood's been acting a little bit better. There's talk that, maybe they want to add crypto to whatever they're doing. I don't like trading this thing, but I said, hey, you know what? I'll go out to July 12th, buy some calls in case, this wants to continue. It's got a bit of an upper wedge up here, so maybe there's something there. How has Micron been doing? Because the semis haven't been doing great. Gave you a red dog reversal kind of here, and then yesterday showed a little commitment to it. It's still somewhat broken. Remember that topping tail candle or whatever you want to call this, a bearish engulfing. So I guess if you see a rally in Micron, does it take back the moving averages or not? Dell, Dell, I drew this tight pattern the other day. Some guys did buy Dell, into this red dog reversal, sloppy candle, went below this area, reclaimed it. I haven't been that active in Dell just because I feel like I started my career in Dell as a broker way back in the day. And although it was really good to me, it was just probably to build this gap. I got to give it to Michael Dell. He took Dell private, when they weren't doing great, and then got paid again by taking them public, and then reinvented their entire business. And holy cow, what a move. But anyway, if you wanted to be in Dell, I guess you could be in versus area, and you could probably draw this a little bit higher. It's got to get above this little spot here. I just have not been there. Yes, the banks had a big move. Wow. Look at JP Morgan. Woo! That's where the strength in the S&P was yesterday. Look at this 4-day move. Okay, I would not be doing anything now. This was your time to get in there. Tight patterns that expand, and JP Morgan was one of them. Bank of America. Wow, look at that breakout there. Congratulations if you caught it. Listen, what I say yesterday, can't kiss all the babies. What does that mean? That means you don't have to be in 25 things to make a living. Focus on what your go-to list is. When you get great setups, move them from a B setup to an A setup and get there. So when the time is right, you could pounce and make a lot of money versus I'm going here, I'm going there, I'm going here, I'm going there, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. He said this, he said that. And then all of a sudden you're never, in the right place at the right time for your meaty trade. You never see when it's a little bit weaker and you should step back. And you never see when it's showing you the signal where you should add. So make sure you have a go-to list and make sure you manage it with the tier system. Make sure you have multiple plans. So like yesterday when everybody thought the spies were going to fail, everyone thought the market was cooked. I was like, why would the market be cooked on the day before a holiday heading into July 4th? Usually they want to put everybody in a good mood and celebrate Independence Day. But anyway, I appreciate you at 6:52. I got to go. We'll see what happens today. Do we get a little digestion? It's a holiday. It could be very illiquid. So don't, do too much if you can't handle it. And don't put yourself in a bad mood when you should be going out having some steaks, some beverages, watching some fireworks, and enjoying your friends and family. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you guys.